chances are you are either working or studying from home. Telecommuting was massively accelerated by the global pandemic, so millions of people with different familiarity degrees with computer and audio recording had a new problem: producing audio decent enough so that their colleagues can understand what they are saying and don't get headaches from the noise. How to improve audio has often more searches on Google than "Is my husband depressed?" This shows how big of a problem is audio quality in people's lives. With poor audio, colleagues can't understand themselves, so they end up having to repeat what they just said, dragging minutes longer. Your videos can become annoying to watch or even give people headaches if there's too much noise in them. I'm Kenner Marchetti, student of Electronics Engineering at Federal Institute of Santa Catarina, and I will walk you briefly through this subject, and hopefully give you a few tips on how to improve your audio. I'm sure that if this whole video had this audio quality, no one would like to watch it till the end. Audio is just that important. Bad image quality is not that big a deal if people can still figure out what's going on, but poor audio constantly annoys people. Noise has been used in the past as a torture device, and allegedly in the Cold War a very high-pitched, almost unnoticeable sound was used to make diplomats of foreign nations sick. With a big chunk of the world's work being done remotely, lots of people with little to no experience with computers or audio now have to communicate with their colleagues, teachers, and bosses. Remember that Google search? Results were not that helpful. Some suggested purchasing very expensive hardware like $70 to $200 microphones, which still might not help. If you plug a studio microphone directly in your computer, you'll be likely to get anything from it. With lots of people in a single call, all introducing noise, not only individuals but companies had to start developing solutions. Huge companies like Google, Microsoft, Nvidia, and others either were or starting developing solutions, but still there's only so much you can do with software. Even though, as Nvidia proved with RTX voice, you can do a lot, you can't extract audio from noise, at least not without significant amount of processing power. Google implemented processing in Meet. Microsoft bought Discord, a tool used by gamers to communicate, but with a very solid audio processing and a nice pack of features. Nvidia developed the previously mentioned RTX voice. But a lot of conference apps like Zoom don't do much processing, if any, to improve users' audio quality, so there's still a need for the user to provide a decent capture. Also, sometimes workers and students are required to record videos and can't use Meet or Discord processing, not to mention that these tools compress audio and the final results don't live up to what they could be. There are software solutions that vastly reduce noise. Watch this short demo of what a few filters can do in OBS. Now this is a demo using the same microphone but with filters properly set up in OBS. Here you can see how just these 3 filters vastly improve audio quality. I'll disable them so you can remember how the audio was before. This was the original audio without the filters. Along with the filters was a very fast setup in the Realtek drivers. Or this RTX voice demo.
Here, Mr. Andy. All right, just give her. You have to stay 6 feet away though. Get back there.
Hey guys, this is my stream coming from my nice quiet apartment. I'm just gonna go ahead and turn RTX on and see if that improves your lives at all. That is so much.
Yeah. But the results can turn out robotic if the capture was poor. There are several sources that introduce different kinds of noises to our recordings. Some can be mitigated by simple changes, like altering your microphone's position or sensitivity, while others require hardware devices or either redoing your home electric wires and providing grounding. Let's talk about a few of those, how much they impact recording, and what can we do about them. First, if you're using Wi-Fi, do your best to get a cable. It will drastically reduce call stutters. Second, use headphones. Anything will do. That prevents your microphone from picking up sounds from your speakers. Some conference softwares try to remedy that, but as we've seen, they are not perfect. If your home's electrical network is poorly grounded or not grounded at all, which is vastly common in a lot of the world, you are going to get a variety of nasty noises. Their intensity will depend on how dirty is your power. There are a few not so elegant tricks you can do, like connecting a metallic part of your computer to some big metal object, like a window frame. But often, the grounding is not the biggest issue, and a few devices can solve or eliminate grounding problems. Electromagnetic shielding can also be a problem, mostly in small lavalier mics connected to computers. It's not that easy to solve, but in those cases, it's not that big of a problem either. Shielding can be a big problem in integrated headsets, that when lacking proper shielding can have problems like crosstalk, the audio from the headphones passing to the microphone, or just deafening noises. Without a bit of technical knowledge, there's not much we can do about that other than getting a new device. So, next. Ambient noises. That's my favorite, because it's often the easiest to solve. First, if you're having a conference call in a cafe or in the street, don't. Find a quiet place. Finding a quiet place can be hard, but just going to a room and closing your windows and door can help a lot. Second, echo. Not only does that not sound good, but messes with the software's trying to process your audio and filter the noises. Try not to record in a large, empty room, else you're gonna sound like you're in a bathroom. And last, and the most powerful tip, get your microphone to your mouth. Recording with a laptop integrated microphone can look simple and easy, but its mic will hear everything in the room as loud as it will hear you. It goes from echo to cars on the street. Getting a mic that is close to your mouth not only will reduce noise, but will allow you to record in noisier times, as it will allow you to reduce your mic sensitivity, making signals coming from the street dozens of feet away from you be way smaller than signals coming from your voice, inches away from the mic. As you could see, software has come a long way, but having a proper source material for said software to process is key. With very simple steps, you can vastly improve the audio quality from your calls and videos, and thus improve the quality of your work and even reduce the duration of meetings. Just to show you how much all these little things can do, I'm recording this outro from a very cheap lavalier mic plugged directly in my computer and using a few filters in OBS. Me and a colleague are developing a solution for those of you with too much electrical noise in your computer or without proper grounding. You can email us if you want to know more. I hope that with these few tips, your colleagues can now hear you and your videos are more pleasant to watch. Thank you.